Hello, my name is Marcia Johnson and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And together with my grandnieces and nephew, Allie, Ashley, and Ryan, we are Marcia's Crafts. Today's video is going to be a little different because apparently people have kind of wondered, how do I come up with the ideas for my cards? And so we're going to do a two-part video. This first part is going to be basically how I think of what I want to do and the process involved in turning it into a card. I'll film the video on Thursday, but if you come back on Friday, when it's posted, we'll actually make the card start to finish. Actually, what I normally do, if I don't have an idea in mind already, is I get out my Stampin' Up! Catalog and I kind of flip through, sometimes just looking for a stamp set that I have that I haven't used yet. So I'll just flip on by, and I came upon the Flamingo one. And I know it's retiring, and I hadn't used it yet, and I meant to. So it's Fabulous Flamingo, and I do need a congratulations. Well, I need several congratulations cards. I mean, some people are having babies and also graduating. So I thought, oh, that'll be a good one. And I've always wanted to use this stamp set with the Tropical Chic one. So I've decided on my stamp sets, and that's usually my first step. Then I normally go on to Pinterest and put in the name of the stamp. I put Stampin' Up! And then I would put Fabulous Flamingo and or Tropical Chic, and you get a gazillion ideas, and that's usually my second step. Then I pick my colors, and since it was a flamingo, I thought Flirty Flamingo, and I thought for the foliage, I like Shaded Spruce and Granny Apple Green, and I want my flamingo standing in some water, so I got some Bermuda Bay, and just because I put in some Crumb Cake, because why not? Then I decide how I want to lay out my card. And I decided that I wanted to use a Shaded Spruce card base. And then I wanted a very tiny border. And then I wanted some Flirty Flamingo. And then I got two white pieces, one to stamp for the front and one for the inside. And those are 4 by 5 1/4. And the Flirty Flamingo is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So there's just a tiny little border. So that's basically what I want for my card. And then I go ahead and stamp the flamingo because I know I definitely want the flamingo. So I use my Stamparatus, and we'll go through that next video. And I got a flamingo, and I wanted to cut it out. So it looks tough, but it really isn't. So I cut it out, so that takes care of that. And then I would go ahead and I would stamp just a bunch of other things. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. I like, for some reason, I like this, in the Tropical Chic, I like this little bamboo-y looking thing, and I like to use it as kind of a border. So I would stamp that. And then I wanted some of the Flirty Flamingo flowers, also from Tropical Chic. So let's get Flirty Flamingo here. And I wanted the sentiment on the outside to say, tickle pink for you. So we'll do that also. A couple of flowers. Don't have to worry about this being straight because we're going to cut it out anyway. And then I probably would stamp some leaves and things just to see if I like them. I'll do this one in Granny Apple Green. I know everybody's going to miss Lemon Lime Twist, but this Granny Apple Green is pretty fabulous. I have another piece here. Let's do those on this. There we go. Oh, that didn't stamp very well. Try again. Okay, one of the long ferny things, and I'll do this one in Shaded Spruce. Okay, and then I take a piece of Granny Apple Green and a piece of Shaded Spruce, and I would cut out some of those leaves into Tropical Thinlits dies. And I have more than I'm going to use, but it's just, it gives me an idea of what I want to do. And then with this Tickled Pink, I decided that I would go ahead and cut that out with rectangle from the rectangular stitched framelits, and I was going to use the smallest of these rectangles here and go ahead and cut that out, and then just trim along here for this, for the inside of my card, and cut out the flowers. Okay, I've already got one done. So take that to the Big Shot and cut those out, and then you have essentially a bunch of things here. You got a bunch of pieces of stuff. And I know I want my sentiment, I want it mounted on shaded spruce, so that's that. You can go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. Then I'm taking the front of my card, and I'm just going to decide kind of where I want things. I'm going to put some water down here, and then I'm going to have the flamingo in the water, and I'm going to have the sentiment up here, and then I'm going to put some stuff in this corner. And I found that these big leaves didn't really work, so I'm not going to use them. I'm going to use probably these, lay them out, and probably a flower up here. And then on the inside, I'm going to do what I often do. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to mount it on a little bit wider. This is about a 1/2 inch by 4 inches. I'm going to mount it on a piece of Granny Apple Green about 3/4 of an inch by 4 inches. Put it down here, and I'll probably stick a flower right there. So anyway, that's how I do my basic layout, and then I work on it and finish it up. So that's it for today. If you would like to purchase anything, please go to marciascrafts.stampinup.net. We would love your business. Come back on Friday and we'll have the drawing for the prize that we're offering, which is a bunch of stuff. If you put a comment on the 50th video, which was, oh, what was it? I forgot what I just did. Anyway, last Friday's video, or you could put a comment on today's video too and still be entered in the drawing. That would be fine. I'm going to do the drawing on Thursday sometime. So have a great day. Have fun stamping, and hope to see you on Friday. Bye-bye.